you guys have said, he's one of the better two-way players in the game. James inside, kicks it out, Love, open three.
They make more money by getting to the playoffs, don't they, Mike?
They sure do. J.R. Smith steps back and knocks down a two-pointer. Boy, if they could get J.R. Smith back shooting well, he's been erratic since he returned, knocks down the three. He's got an ankle injury. James gets inside and draws the foul. Seraphin picks up his first. Count it, and a foul. Methodically getting to the rim.
The move is obviously one with great power, but one of the reasons is Kyle Korver's on the floor. You don't even see him, and you don't see his defender because
guys that he could cover easily before the injury, and it just took some time. James and the foul. Drives in, powers his way, and another chance for a three-point play.
The coach talked about you live with Jefferson or Williams. Now all of a sudden you take Jefferson off the floor and there's Love. You got 4 shooters on the floor.
Pass inside, Love gets good position. 12 points for Love. Inside, a bullet pass, James with his 5th assist.
They're really picking the paces apart offensively, whether it be pick and roll or great ball movement, using Kyle Korver as a guy coming off screens. Got their hands full with the options that LeBron has with the ball in his hand.
Stevenson to George. James now on Paul George.
easy.
J.R. Smith from downtown makes that look easy. And they've equaled the largest lead, an 8-point advantage. Alley-oop to James. They are feasting on Indiana's defense. Teague from the Atlanta Hawks. Irving banks it home. 10 points, 5 assists for Irving. Irving trying to draw a foul, gets the whistle and one. He felt Teague behind him and stopped. James drives past Seraphin, gets inside, banks it home, and the foul. Unstoppable force to the rim.
Well, they switched, and then after the switch of their center, Seraphin, they give no help. You get an arm help on the perimeter. You get Teague stepping out of the way. Listen, if you step in there and take a charge, it's going to hurt. But it's the price you have to pay if you want to win.
And it's the playoffs. Mismatch with James being guarded by Teague. 4 to shoot. Nobody comes to help. And James easily puts it in.
Coach, you got to get help from somewhere. You can't live with Jeff Teague.
This time James, a corner 3, drills it. That's his first three-pointer, the team's 7th in the lead, back up to 8. James, Thompson the finish. Another beautiful pass for his 9th assist. And Tristan Thompson, 4 to shoot. James steps back, three-pointer. It's good. LeBron James, 22 points. He's 8 of 9 from the field.
Again, I think that's fine defense. So, well, that was a minimal plot line of Jeff Teague. Taken low again by LeBron James after the switch.
James after Channing Frye for 3, puts it in. Largest lead of the game. Trying to get it, loses it to James. 2-on-1, Jefferson, back to James.
Jefferson drops it off to LeBron, finishing in transition on the other end, recognizing the small matchups, capitalizing time and time again. Mama, there goes that man.
A better job of knowing where he's at.
All right, thanks for your time. Mike?
Back to Lisa as Kyle Korver nails the three-pointer, back up to 11. Maintain their poise through these runs. James drives and fouled. Williams steps into a 3. That's good. Darren Williams from downtown. It's back to 10. Timeout, Indiana. Rolls around and drops through. 29 for LeBron James. James on the drive to the rim. He stayed down for a moment. Splits the defense. Elbow jumper's good. James drives to the basket, gets inside, and draws the foul. James hovering, goes to double team. They look to get it out of George's hands. 4 seconds to go. Miles puts up the jumper. Won't go. Game over. Cavs survive.
Indiana on switches. This is Young coming up short on a deflection. Back comes LeBron. Able to recover and score. 3 of 5 from the field. Once again, it's Kyrie Irving from downtown. Thompson gets inside, getting position. There is Turner coming up short. Ellis gets it right back down low. And game 1 the other day against Indiana. James fires cross court, picked up by Jefferson, and this is James by himself. And now the timeout is taken. Timeout.
How do you get others involved?
Well, we have to just continue to get stops and try to run on those long rebounds. We got to rebound the ball and offensively execute set screens.
Thanks, Coach. Marv?
Nate McMillan in his first. Richard Jefferson, who struggled at the offensive end toward the end of the season. Here's LeBron. Yes. That's 10 points for LeBron James.
And those are the shots that the Pacers are going to have to live with. Again, a late switch.
James got the step. Miscommunication defensively. Wide open, including a brief run with New Orleans. Darren Williams is on fire. He is now 3 for 3. James is fouled. Put on a reach in. At the line, here's James. Yes. Terrific start for LeBron James. Love wide open for 3.
Just after the Pacers.
James. Bumped by Young and a foul on Thaddeus Young. Court, nice move by Teague, and unable to get the shot off. 24-second violation. Once again, takes advantage of the mismatch.
Yeah, usually you're going to double team Marv after that player takes 2 dribbles, but 2 dribbles had LeBron James at the rim.
Love gets position down low and score. Pacers slow to get back. There was not the drive. Going right at Miles. Night they blew an 11-point advantage. They had it in the 4th quarter against Miami. They lost in overtime. Here, James off the spin, and a foul is called on LaVoy.
Chance for them.
Oh, and a missed assignment right there as Walter was able to free himself up. A series of fakes, and he hits.
The 3rd jump shot that LeBron James has hit fading away, and that one a thing of beauty over the top of him.
Hits on the running one-hander.
A tough floater from LeBron James, just sliding by Miles.
Up top. And a block by LeBron James. The drive by Miles Turner was set away by James. And for LeBron, it is his 4th rejection of the night.
Well, great timing from LeBron on the backside as Turner didn't feel him back there.
In the playoffs. Point that almost, that near miss by C.J. Miles as Kyrie Irving gets the scoring started for the Cavaliers.
All for the Indiana Pacers.
LeBron James hits his first try. Never afraid of that road environment. Matter of fact, I think he relishes as he dishes to Kevin Love. That's something LeBron's been doing so well. As Love is on the receiving end, LeBron just dishing at will right now.
That is such a hard
Playoff action once again. James, long range 3, got it, rattles it home. And LeBron is hot. And here's LeBron James, and he is fouled. Chance at a 3-point possession for LeBron.
when he starts putting his head down and just
Approaching the 9-minute mark of this first half. LeBron James for three. Got it. Paul George guarding James. And James gets the foul and scores the basket. And a chance at three for LeBron.
Great matchup. He and Paul George getting after it. I tell you,
it's going to be a block and then out of bounds off of Turner. Scored 16 points in this quarter. And LeBron kicks it out to J.R. Smith, and that one's true for Paul George. Shot clock down to 2. James gives it up, and that's Love in the corner, and that's an answer for Kevin Love.
As we see the Pacers right now collapse defensively. Not getting it there as J.R. Smith knocks it down. He said we have to limit them.
LeBron James with a head of steam. Can't finish. Kyrie Irving kicks it out. LeBron all the way across court. Love for three. And here come the Cavs. And now James open for three in the corner. Look out. Cleveland is marching. He's got that look. 4 in the first half, an all-time record. Nice pass. LeBron James sets up Tristan Thompson.
everybody who came in just from the, as you see a foul right here, this could be a...
And now LeBron James passes up the three, goes all the way in and scores with the finger roll off the window. And now Williams just in the game, rattles a three home. And now the Cavs can get within single digits. James working on Seraphin, goes right by him with the reverse, and he is fouled. Boy, a freight train coming. Long range three by LeBron, and he hits it. And a smile on his face, looking at the Pacer fans. It is a 6-point game now. Paul George, crossover, gives it up. C.J. Miles, James is feeling it, and he knocks another one down. LeBron James back-to-back threes from long range.
And a 2-for-1. They're going to get the last shot of this quarter. Last two big, unbelievable shots by LeBron.
But twice. And we got a game once again. Cleveland up 2-0 in this series. We go to the fourth. Monster second quarter, and I'm sure he's glad to see one go through, Kevin.
Yeah, no question. Tough shot. Boy, again, the long two there by Channing Frye. But
LeBron on the move. Had it knocked out of his hands. Oh, and a foul. Late whistle as LeBron hits a deck.
There by Cleveland, getting over to a sharpshooter, and Kyle Korver in the corner.
Incredible run by the Cavs, and James goes right by Thad Young.
That Ernie gives you tidbits you need. This is going to be a hammer.
LeBron just softly lays it in, and we are tied. What a comeback by the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's got Korver on the wing. He'll take it himself. Look out! LeBron gives Cleveland the lead.
Ooh, the next one after a great defensive play. Gets it up. I thought he was going to go to Korver and then corner. And ooh, so did Monte Ellis. And then you see right here,
James whips it back. Channing Frye. Yes, sir. Channing Frye for three. Boy, Monte Ellis taking a peek at that shot clock. He's in no man's land, and he stripped it away. That's going to be out of bounds off of Ellis. And it's LeBron who gets the inbounds pass. That was easy, and a lot easier than Nate McMillan wanted to see. Cleveland back on top.
Great play by Ty Lue. He's been setting a back screen. He slipped it, and
from behind, they got the mismatch they wanted.
Yeah, switch Paul George.
Young and James, and a three-pointer is up and good. Timeout, Nate McMillan. Boy, the king has the crown on here tonight, especially in this second half. What a performance. And the Cavs is 5, and those long faces tell you the story here at the Fieldhouse. And they'll let it run out. It's going to match the greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. 26 points matches that of the 2012 Memphis.
Through and over jumper. Saw Larry Bird a moment ago as LeBron James got all the way to the bucket over Paul George.
He muscled that one. That was upper body strength all the way. And also the rebounding is way down. The shooting percentage is down.
LeBron with 2 huge steps, Hubie. You talk about covering ground. Look at this. It adds up. LeBron with a stroll through the paint and a finish with the left hand. James with 8 quick points here in the first quarter with about 3 minutes to go.
How easily he changed direction in the paint. Then he could come up with the left-hander.
Williams And Darren Williams knocks down the shot. Robinson switches onto him. And LeBron made it look easy.
Oh, he stopped on a dime. That's his ability. He's so quick. He gets down inside.
Korver for three. Yes.
Not a bad recovery.
Williams inside to James for the easy left-handed layup.
Okay, right now, Williams is controlling the offense, and Teague is nowhere in sight on the majority of the penetration off the dribble, and then he is finding his 4-3. Okay.
Oh, man. LeBron fouled underneath by Stevenson, who was
always excellent teams, and they wanted to see them come out here and execute nose to nose.
Cleveland looking to close out the series. LeBron James with a nice cut again off the ball, Hubie.
Yeah, that was a beautiful screen in the paint. That was an excellent screen, and LeBron just came right off it, and then good that the player was looking for him.
Teague had it rim out, still stone cold.
Oh, there's
just
the pass, right on the money.
James underneath. Somebody said weight room, and he muscled it in and one.
That's Kevin Love back at UCLA throwing a length of the field pass. Look at this, right on the money. Now watch the hit. How about the hit right there? But hey, that's like, punching a wall. He just spun right off the hit. There it is. I'm going to spin inside of you and take you right up in your face. To go down the length of the floor, and then LeBron saves it with an excellent move. And in here, this is just other strength. LeBron James is showing it time and time again, splitting the double teams, getting to the rim, and then just reversing or changing direction quickly and playing the glass with the right hand or the left hand.
Love got it. That's a three, and it's down to going to take him on the block and steps through for the easy layup.
It's the ball fakes. The fact that he knows exactly where he is on his spin move, and then the ball fake.
And they turn over James, and a chase down block. He erased it.
Now you can see Thaddeus Young was looking for where the defense is, and he slowed down, and that gives LeBron the time. Now just keep an eye on it. Now watch it. His head will turn. He's going to look. I'm going to look. Boom, here he comes. He runs it down, and then they had another easy one right after that. I hate to go back to what we talked about in the first quarter. It's the fourth one now on the break that they had that they didn't score.
Third quarter.
You made a point.
Oh, they caught him sleeping, Hubie. Somebody hit the snooze bar.
Where are the two guys that are back? Come on. That can't happen. That just can't happen. It isn't like you're pressing and trapping up. Indiana only has 7 offensive rebounds.
LeBron put his chest right into Paul George, and LeBron usually wins those battles. And LeBron with a block at the other end. Out of bounds, it'll stay Indiana basketball.
Now just keep an eye on this move. Now once Paul gets in front of him right down in here, now he's going to try to take it away. If someone kicks it to him, he's been able to score.
LeBron James and one. C.J. Miles tried to wrap him up, and James,
which has been outstanding, they got it now.
Turner trying to guard LeBron for three in the lead.
Oh, boy.
The king is alive.
Remember, we told you now coming into this, he's been shooting incredible in the playoffs. In this series,
that was a big three a moment ago by LeBron James. The Cavs with the last 5 points after the pace. Trying to get free. George for the tie. Missed everything. James with the rebound, and that punctuates the type of afternoon it's been for Paul George. Goes 1 for 2, it doesn't matter. Well, he followed up a triple-double.
Well, Lowry back after missing 18 games after undergoing surgery on his right wrist and suffered a back problem during the series against the Bucks. Love for 3. Yes. Ibaka forcing and came up short.
And this is where LeBron is so dangerous.
And is able to take the distance.
And Marv, you have to get back and form a wall defensively, particularly when LeBron James is in the open court.
Oh, they double team, but it leads to this. Irving off the backboard of James. We talked about this earlier, though, in the first 3 games between these two clubs, they were not playing nice pass. And James lays it home on the setup from Love.
Well, we knew they traditionally come out in a high-octane first quarter. We did not do a good job making sure we got back in transition, making sure we got to the shooters. Again, we missed some good looks. We got to continue to play through their energy. We knew they were going to come out full of energy. They've been out for a week, so we got to withstand that run.
Well, as the second quarter gets underway, as you saw, LeBron James with the bucket and hits the free throw. He's had some difficulties at the line. He's changed his free throw shooting stance a number of times, but able to knock that first one down. Love with lots of room. Kevin Love from downtown. Oh, knocked away by James. What a play. Just batted it out of his hands as DeRozan was in the midst of a drive, and now James is fouled. He's looking for the shot attempt. Shot clock at 3. James, yes, from downtown. Cavaliers continue to hit the three-point shot. James gets inside. It counts as a foul.
It amazes me how Cleveland can just take you out of your offense. I mean, look, they struggled defensively during the regular season. They seem to be at their best. This might be one of their best defensive performances I've seen at times when they want to play.
And LeBron James feeling it. Now 8 for 14 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 23 points. That's his second three-pointer. On James is back and he drills it. Deron Lou sending on Deron Williams. Kyle Korver chatting fly. Iman Shumpert back on the floor.
Big question is, how long do you ride LeBron James with his comfortable lead as he knocks down a nice, easy, smooth mid-range jump shot?
Foul the ball back to Cleveland. James off the hop and score. Good pass on the bounce from Deron Williams.
LeBron, you got to pick your poison here. Either LeBron James one-on-one or double team. And when he gets it going from the perimeter, LeBron is unguardable, and the Cavs are very, very dangerous.
Nice move by James for the stuff. Put the spin on. And
DeRozan looks for Serge. Patterson puts it on the deck. Clock is down. Has it taken away by James, and James staring down. It's Wayne Casey thinking right, making the extra pass, but if the shot's there, you got to take it. Raptors come to attention in the pass. What great anticipation by LeBron. And DeRozan with a foul. Raptors, though, down by 8. Cavaliers. Oh, look at James soaring through and finishing. Cavs by 10 again.
Nothing easy. Nothing's opening up for him. Get that ball off of movement.
That's an excellent point. James with a skip pass. Here's Fry. And I tell you what, they haven't missed yet. They're 6 of 6 from 3.
And Matt, the Raptors' best success against the Cavs have come when Kyle has been a big-time scorer. And he's being unselfish. He's trying to move that basketball. Sometimes you got to say, you know what?
Spinning, attacking.
That's a scary sight. If you're a back defender on that, when James builds up that head of steam, he's like a freight train coming at you.
To PJ Tucker and LeBron James. Ibaka guards LeBron. Jab step 3. Wow. 7 for 7 are the Cavaliers. And another made shot, and it's a 3. 49-35. 8 of 8 from the line. James has got 14. They're feeling it in Cleveland.
Storm.
And taken away. He was looking for JV. And James attacking. He's got 16. 14 points for JV. And 7 of 8. They need him on this end. And now a foul's going to be charged to Valanciunas, and he's questioning what he did.
Make the pass. Stay in the pass.
James. DeRozan can't. Love with a good look. Thompson and Lowry goes down. He's still down. And now you see him crawling, using his arms toward the end line, and not a good sign. Got the three. Largest lead.
Just got such a nice rhythm with his jump shot right now. You see him working pregame. And Kyle Lowry drawing the foul.
Yeah.
Watching Rex Kalamian in that timeout for the Raptors saying, hey, just get stops right out. Oh, boy. LeBron James continues with his three-point assault.
That three-point line. We've talked about it so much. And an attempt and a foul.
Now, unlike what we
James
saw
to
in the
the line.
first half with Ibaka on LeBron James this time.
And James unable to finish. And a foul on Ibaka. 14 of their 29 made shots. Threes. Shooting 67% from three. Counted and one.
I see the patience on that play right there.
Kyrie looking around behind the back. James. Vicious throwdown. And running away with it now. 95-73. James again. Here comes P.J. Tucker. And he fouls him. This is what the Raptors avoided in the first half. You can't give those up.
It's that fine line of pushing that ball to the floor, not being in a rush. See what's ahead of you. It's that fine line of pushing that ball to the floor, not being in a rush. See what's ahead of you. Move that basketball. It doesn't always have to do it. Dribble, push it up ahead. He's always in attack mode, looking to penetrate and get to the rim.
Three-pointer, it's good. 15 of them. Korver.
You see how you pay, though? You get off a player like Korver, you give him a little bit of room. And LeBron James got a piece of that one. They don't have a big inside presence. Tristan Thompson is a tremendous rebounder, but is undersized. So we saw what Valanciunas can do if you involve him. Drop off to LeBron James, who throws it down, and we've seen a few of those between Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. The juicy fruit, sweet play.
Has said that the Cavaliers are looking for James backing in, spinning, and they're not bringing any double there. 30 plus. There's Love on the inside.
The Raptors bench started looking down, and Jonas Valanciunas waved him off, said, no, leave me in. I want to stay in the game.
P.J. Tucker, spin move James. And Tucker making it a little bit tougher on LeBron James. James said, look, I'm in the comfort zone. There's no disrespecting the Raptors. Game 2, they had 16. And James right to, James right to the rim. And LeBron James, a call. And he'll head to the line. Here's James for three. Drills it.
Now you'll take that. You'll take that. You want to stay as tight as you can without giving up the drive and getting that hand up and putting as much pressure as you can. But that's better than...
Here's a three. And that's what absolutely back everything through LeBron James with the Cavaliers. And he gets the roll.
I'll tell you what, Norm Powell did a really good job. It looked like LeBron James had the forearm into him. Could have easily been an offensive foul.
Knocked out of bounds. Cavs are 5 of 16 in the quarter, and now 6 for 17 in an open. Korver, dangerous, and it's a one-point game. You can't. James and a foul. Corey on James. Here's Love. Drills it. And tied now at 60. Backing down, left hand.
Wow, tough shot. Powell did a great job defensively, not giving up anything, but James going to the left on the spin.
Kyrie keeps it on a string, sends it now over to James. James fading.
Another great shot by LeBron James. Norm Powell digging in, Matty. He's playing hard. He's playing physical. And LeBron James using his...
DeRozan 13 of 13. He's got 37. And a foul on Ibaka.
But you're going to need some more offense.
And Tucker commits the foul. James will head to the line. Wow. And the bucket is good. The three, and this one has opened up to 15. Even with the 37, and Ibaka commits the foul.
Some tough shots in this game here. A difficult three-point shot.
And the Raptors trailed by only 2 at the start of the fourth quarter, 79-77. James feeling confident. Shot. And scooped up. And Tristan Thompson. And a 19-point lead. And a timeout taken by the Toronto Raptors.
Able to just get the defender, Serge Ibaka, back. Doesn't need a lot of room, and despite...
It's 99-82. As we near the 5-minute mark, Fred VanVleet is on the court.
How good has Kyle Korver been in the second half? Make their move, Matt. Corey Joseph, DeMar DeRozan.
On the floor, he can shoot the three. The reason why, Powell unable to get the layup to go. And the Raptors all of 7 points here in this fourth quarter. They're 3 for 17, and LeBron James just feeling it here.
Victory dating back to last year. Joseph, and here's LeBron, room service.
One thing you know when you play Cleveland, if you and any time down in the paint, he's a high percentage shooter.
13-2 Raptors run. Love goes glass and in. Kevin Love had 16 on Friday night. James has been shooting the three ball exceptionally well in the playoffs, folks. James on the crossover and the finish. LeBron with 7.
He's been able to do that time and time again.
Not a great possession for Toronto. Here comes James.
See, when you're a point guard, you have to see the clock. When you're dribbling out there, you have to understand the clock and the defense.
You know, J.R. Smith has gotten a lot of attention as a good defender here in the postseason, but
point shooter.
Channing Frye knocks down the 3-ball. Threw it out to the wrong guy. Cavs on the move. James putting a muscle in his hustle and one.
That was a very difficult defensive transition. Because you had to, once they make it and they kick it out here, you see number 23 is the guy. Now, he fakes and he goes away, and you always keep the ball. If that guy fakes and goes away, you keep your dribble. And that's LeBron totally under control. Beautiful, soft touch.
LeBron James on the roll. Somebody blew a defensive rotation.
Yeah, well.
Cleveland capitalized. Williams with a show and go all the way to the rim. Cleveland's lead swelling to 7. P.J. Tucker.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
And DeRozan gave it back. Another easy one for LeBron James. James with 14 in the game on a very efficient night again. 6 of 9 from the field. Is slaying right now, folks. He's got 13 after that 3.
And you know, coaches do defensive drills for that same play. When you go out like that, you run into the chest of the player and you stop. So you prevent the three-point shot, but more important,
DeRozan spins through the double, partially blocked. And here comes James. Nice time behind the back. Irving, Korver, James over Tucker, firing the 3. Hits nothing but bottom, folks. He is as locked in as he has ever been during the playoffs.
You do not want to go down 4-0 because it negates the fact you have the same record as Cleveland during the year, 51, and you're one of 7 teams with a winning road record. So there's a lot of pride here. KC's done a terrific job. Last year they won 56.
LeBron James in rhythm. Another 3, and he's up to 24 for the game.
It's almost unfair, okay, that he does that because DeRozan and Joseph both have 16.
LeBron draws the foul on the play.
Well, LeBron was determined. Yeah, he was determined to go strong to the hole.
Pop action, and Channing Frye's been doing that all season for the Cavaliers to the tune of 41% from downtown.
James drives, and he'll head to the line. Williams on a crossover, gives it up. James comfortably fires away. 90-86. 31 points, 30 plus in every game. James connects.
What I tell you, he was smelling that. He's like, I'm sending these guys home and we're sweeping.
That's what the great ones do. Killer instinct.
Over 50%. And a timeout taken by Corey Joseph. Over 50% of the...
Well, to move on by virtue of a 4-0 sweep. LeBron James with his 11th career playoff sweep and an emphatic slam of the ball to the court.
But really, he was the point guard surrounded by those three guards.
Nice pass from James. J.R. Smith on the drive.
The layup over a 7-footer anyway makes some guys earn it.
Oh, Love able to pull up and banks it home, and a good start here by the Cavs. The drive hits on the reverse. With that jab step, takes to the rim and scores. 6 unanswered. There's James to the rim, and he's fouled by Olynyk.
I love the start of the game by LeBron James, not settling for outside shots, even though he has shot the ball particularly well from distance in these playoffs. Look at the extension with the Cavs.
And LeBron James off the drive. Marcus Smart right here on TNT. Again, it's LeBron.
If you really look at this right now, Horford
defends on James. James goes right at him. There was contact, and LeBron able to put it home.
He is so good with that left hand.
Bring out Olynyk.
He's clowning out
He's
here.
playing around. They have to put a smaller guy on, and there's no center that can.
Goes right at him. Rebounded by Smart, but let's see. It will count. A generous listing as Shumpert is able to hit the three, and that is the first three of the night for the Cavaliers.
Now the Cavaliers 1 of 7, but the Celtics are only 1 of 10 themselves.
Thompson gets inside. Tristan Thompson. James played by Smart. Smart has 2 fouls, and James able to hit over Smart. LeBron James, who just overpowers and goes glass.
Bully ball. I mean, right now, LeBron James trying to guard Love down low.
James went right at Horford, who then stepped away, and a foul was called. Remaining in the backcourt, and James puts the burst on.
They did the switch right there in the pick so that LeBron would have a mismatch again and have Horford on him.
It is game 1 of the Eastern Conference final. Timeout called.
Of dominating that paint area, Chris.
No settling. They want to get in that restricted area, in that painted area, and if they don't knock the shot down, they have somebody coming to rebound and pure dominance inside the painted area.
Cavaliers shooting 56%. Second half, not having the kind of night, obviously, that he had against the Wizards in Game 7. Love right back. And he's seen the traps, the double teams, beautiful pass. James for Thompson. He's been able to scramble loose and gets the crowd buzzing. Here's LeBron. What body control. LeBron James now with 25 points.
Right now he's playing the 3 if we go by height. And again,
the end of the season, although there's a long way to go, as Love fires and hits the 3. Cleveland blowing leads on a number of occasions, but this may be insurmountable with half-minute left here in this. And the foul is called. James is
going to create space.
Oh, the spin by James! And he is fouled. Isaiah Thomas defending on LeBron James. So James with the spin, scores, and a foul.
He just posts you up from out there, Reggie. I mean, he'll start penetrating. He'll turn around, put his back on you like this, and then how do you stop that spin?
From the paint, and hits. What a shot.
Goodness.
Wow. Crowder, nice move on Love, and he is fouled.
Now, in the first 2 rounds, LeBron James would have shot that 3, and he's been shooting.
James for 3. So Cleveland at one point led by as many as 20 is held by Grant, still got the shot off.
Think about this for LeBron James. 38, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. This is his 68th career playoff game with at least 35 and 5. That's the most in NBA history. And to put that into context, MJ, the greatest, the GOAT, did it only 51 times.
Because the front court was doing so well. Nice pass inside, but Bradley came up short. 5 shots reminiscent of game 1. James goes all the way, and he's fouled.
Well, did you just see him?
Here is Love, open, yes, hits the 3. He had me last season. Here's the lob, and LeBron puts it home. Love fires, yes. Another 3 for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love, Thomas's pass, intercepted, 2-on-1. Beautiful return, and Smith scores.
The perfect execution.
Olenek with the steal. He has Bradley, but James back, and rejects on the chase down. He got him from the angle. Jaylen Brown has just checked in, came up with it.
I've had this happen to me on the biggest stage. It's not right, and it's not fair.
Let me think. Tayshaun.
Easy now.
Prince, I believe. Oh, the lob. Tristan Thompson. That sequence set up by the foul by Jaylen Brown, who had just come on after the chase down play. Comes out on James. And here comes LeBron. He pulls it up this time and hits.
I'm telling you, it is, if you study this league and watch tape, why would you put a 4 or 5 man on him? This is not going to work.
The other night, he had some moments during the season. Korver on a quick release for 3. He was 1 for 6, deflected out by Boston. So here's James, yes, and the foul.
What a tough matchup for a rookie. We are watching Jaylen Brown work his heart out, and that frustration is going to be natural.
That is number 3. Crowder trying to slip it inside. Bradley is blocked by James. That's his 3rd rejection.
A little payback there for the play LeBron thought was the goaltender.
Beautiful pass. Aaron Williams to the cutting LeBron James. Trying to defend on James, who hits over him.
But see, this is the problem. In game 1, he was going all the way to the hole and scoring. So now he has them fooled because they don't know what he's going to do now.
And Korver. Here's LeBron from deep. That is a 3. And here comes Shumpert. James for 3. Yes. Make it a 31-point Cavalier lead. LeBron 18 points, 2%. Beautiful move by James and the foul.
So, Reg, he's not top 3 in the MVP finalists. In case you didn't know it, even though you just mentioned that before, I just wanted to remind you that. Because as we see this move, what is on him, he may have settled for the jump shot. He's punishing you now. Not being happy no matter what the score till the game is over, as he's screaming at his guys to play better on the defensive end.
And LeBron James able to post up instead of Johnson. Johnson is now defending on James, who shoots over him and hits another 3. That's 11 of 23 from downtown for the Cavs.
And I've got to ask you, Chris, have you seen LeBron James shoot the basket?
To 34. Tristan Thompson converts. We're talking about it.
You know, we felt we were the better team as LeBron James. Are you kidding me? I mean, he is out here looking like Larry Legend shooting the basketball.
That he had playing every game, a guy like Harden. It's not fair to judge them on one bad night when the whole thing is, can you bring in 82 games during a season?
2:14 left, 3rd quarter.
The run down, chase down block versus Avery Bradley. And C-Web, you said he didn't see him coming.
No.
First lead for the Celtics in this series.
And here's J.R. Smith for 3. James isolated against Crowder, turns and shoots and hits. What a beautiful shot by LeBron James. Horford wheeling in on Thompson. And Horford overall for the playoffs averaging 15 points, shooting just on Horford for 3. A corner 3 from Kyle Korver. Wasn't that close. Here's the alley-oop. It's such a different game without Isaiah Thomas. Of course, as Irving gets to the rim. Horford with the steal. J.R. Smith back on the floor with that rebound. Beautiful pass. And LeBron James has given the Cavs their biggest lead of the night.
What an unbelievable outlet.
Collins hits. point has been quiet. 8 points. Here comes James spinning on Olynyk and gets the roll. LeBron on the spin, lost the 3-point lead for the Celtics. They double up on James. Here's Smith for 3. Yes!
And that was a mistake by J.R. Crowder. Doubling down on LeBron James.
Played by James. 5 seconds remaining. Bradley. Bounces home. 1/10 of a second remaining. Will the Cavaliers call for time? I would think no, they're not calling. With 1/10, you can only guide it in. You can only deflect it. So the Boston Celtics, in a major surprise, have defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers here in Cleveland. A stunner. And this series is now 2-1 in favor of the Cavaliers. This following the 2 straight blowouts, including a 44-point victory by Cleveland in Game 2.
And I guess that Leprechaun does travel.
Bradley played on the switch by Love. Here's Horford, slapped away by James, but recovered the 21-point deficit. Nice pass underneath for James.
Going back to Game 3.
Taking that pass and putting it down. Timeout, Boston.
What great ball movement. Already 6 assists. Make this, as Jerebko gets fouled, 6 assists already here early on in this.
24-13, just under 2.5 remaining in the first quarter. Nice move by James, who went to the rim, finished with the reverse.
Coach Tyrone Lue.
Second quarter, they went to the replay to check a shot by Crowder that was originally called a 2 and changed it to a 3. So the Celtics with a 31-19 lead, and the foul is on Darren Williams. James takes it to the rim. So that's a good sign for the Cavaliers. He's beginning to take it inside.
Kids out there, teams, you can't play hero ball. It's better to come as a team unit. Guys keep moving, motivate them on the defensive end.
Once again, James with the step. Here's Shumpert, who just came in at the start of the second quarter, and he is able to convert from downtown. Iman Shumpert with his first shot attempt.
And it was those runouts that resulted in that last timeout by Brad Stevens. You can't give up easy baskets and runouts to the Cleveland Cavaliers, because that fuels their pace as LeBron James picks up his 3rd foul on that touch foul versus Smart.
And Smart in 3-point territory. Not a good foul by LeBron. 3 shots coming up for Smart, one of the heroes of game. Here's Love moving to his left to open up the space, and he is able to drill a 3-pointer. That's number 4 on the offensive foul.
What a smart move by Rozier. He understood if he stood his ground versus LeBron James, he could pick up this offensive foul. That is a brilliant defensive move there.
Good call.
It is.
And the one guy in the building
sitting down in the most unusual situation, picking up a 4th foul. We still have 5.5 remaining in this first.
They still have 2 All-Stars. They're a very good team without him. They are unreal with him. Mark.
Olynyk strip. James for Irving. Back to James.
Smart play by Kyrie Irving. Understanding LeBron James with those 4 fouls really has not found a rhythm.
Victory over the Wizards. Nice pass inside, and James puts it home, an 11-2 run. Perhaps held by Smart. Brown wanted a foul. Smith for 3. James draws the foul. The game 5 in Boston. Irving scores off the lead from James.
Yeah, that third quarter did. I thought we got more physical defensively. And when we get stopped, we can get out and run in transition. So that's what it's all about.
Here comes James all the way. And that will count. It's a goaltend. Basket will count.
And once again, LeBron James on a missed shot or turnover.
And James off the line.
That was the LeBron we saw in game 1 with 9 days rest.
I did enjoy the first one. James, yes, and the 24-second buzzer.
Well, it's safe to say LeBron James is back and more engaged at the offensive end here for the Cavs.
Cavaliers have hit 21 of their last 24 shots. Crowder lost it. Horford recovered. Love for 3, yes! Kevin Love will hit 6 threes in the first quarter. James on the hop. What a pass for Tristan Thompson. LeBron with his 6th assist. He has 27 for 3. For LeBron, his first 3 of the night.
He had missed his previous 9 up until that point.
There was contact as Jerebko went flying and was looking for the call. Will not get it. LeBron James for Love. Here's James. Oh, he's feeling it now from the outside.
That helps the bench get easy buckets with deflections and fast break points and last. Kyrie Irving, he's going to have to keep playing exceptional.
The other night by taking outside shots. Let's see how he handles it here tonight. Love fires and hits again. Nice pass from Smart. Olynyk is blocked. Here comes Irving on the open floor with the handoff and recovered by James. With the handoff and recovered by James.
Coach Lou before the game, we heard Charles Barkley, as you see the great steal by LeBron, you heard the Cavs say we need to play with pace and tempo. That way everybody gets involved.
Oh, what a play. Kyrie Irving on the handoff to LeBron James, who put it home and drew the foul.
And you heard the moans from the fans here. They thought LeBron James got away with the travel here, but the ball was actually tipped by Crowder.
The lead out for Smith ahead of the field.
Well, number 1, how about the rebound by Love, who outlet it to James, who knew right away.
Nice pass. That's too easy for the Cavaliers.
2 of 7 from downtown for the Celtics.
LeBron, it counts, and the foul on Jerebko.
Well, doesn't this look like the LeBron James, Chris, of games 1 and 2, putting his head down and attacking that paint?
Hey, the one thing he has in common in the 3 games that they've won already, 20.
Right in there, and LeBron James making a beautiful move on Terry Rozier. Celtics take a timeout.
Korver just checks in and knocks down a 3 here. The guy that's really been struggling with his shot. That's a nice sign by Coach Lou.
The shot fires, hits. Able to do it on the move against the rookie Jaylen Brown.
Well, this game, the pacing is better.
And he hits. LeBron James just did get it off on time from 3-point range. So LeBron with 11 points. He's connected on his first 5-shot attempts. Smart lost his balance. Crowder and Jefferson battle for it. Foul is called on Jefferson. LeBron takes all the way, and he is fouled.
He's playing downhill, not settling. You know, in games 3 and 4 with the
nice pass from Williams, and James was fouled. Upset that he did not convert. A respite. Golden State Warriors have been able to rest up after they swept the Spurs. Foul is called. So LeBron is now 4 for 7 at the line. He touched on this earlier. Reggie playoff career points leaders Michael Jordan, who played in fewer games. 5,987. There's LeBron.
I hope people understand that too. People need to put in context.
Cleveland with a 17-point lead. Make it 19 as LeBron is able to take that pass and put it home. He now 6 for 7, 18 points, along with 6. Darren Williams looking good here in the first half. He now has 6 points. That was a 3. Here's LeBron.
Did it matter?
He felt he had Bradley right where he wanted him. Bradley, an excellent defender. So 20 points.
I'm sure we'll see more of those here in the second half. Marv?
Irving now with 16 points, 75 points for the Cavaliers. Oh, it's LeBron James off the double, had it stolen by Love.
Got to go right away with a mismatch on. You don't give the double team time to come.
And here's James.
Come on, man.
And now make that 16 points in the paint for LeBron James of his 24. And right now, just splitting the double team.
Our Celtics players.
Oh, the pass to James. Irving to James for the dunk. In his career here, James
there it is.
3.
There it is, right there.
Just passed Michael Jordan for #1 all-time most points in the playoffs. LeBron doing it in 212 games. Michael in 179. 5,989 points now for LeBron in his playoff career. His comeback strong. He's 3 of 6 from downtown. LeBron James, as Rozier now with 8 points, has now scored 30 or more in 11 of his 13
in the postseason as well. He's got to be getting close to that as well.
Here's
oh my goodness!
I think he heard you. He knows the stats.
I think he's getting close to me as well. It's Ginobili and I. We're up next for LeBron James.
And Chris says you.
James penetrates out. J.R. Smith, corner 3. That's good for the first bucket of the game. And the Cavs, who like to push as well. James drives inside. Wild shot, and he draws the foul. But even before that, they played very little basketball since the end of the regular season as Kevin Love drains the three-pointer. Ball tipped out. Durant trying to get it. James comes up with it. James finds Kyrie Irving. Open 3. That's good. James now guarded by Iguodala. James kicks it out to Love. Right back inside. James realizing, or not realizing, was wide open. And then throws it down.
And again, but a little miscommunication late.
Durant, second effort, can't get it to fall. James rips down the rebound. James drives in hard, fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for the second time here in the first.
J.R. Smith is going to roll. And now Iguodala trying to overextend gives him direct lane to the cup. That's tough to defend.
Happened to get through. Fortuitous bounce.
James blocked but fouled. James fakes on a 3, fires and hits. He's been shooting 42%. Pass inside. Tristan Thompson finds James. A lot of thunderous dunks here in the opening period.
I don't know about this, but Rihanna just walked in front of me. Are you kidding me?
Vandalized with a racial slur that had been painted on one of the gates of the property. He told us privately, first and foremost, he was happy that none of his family members were there. The residence was unoccupied. They were safe.
And a blocking foul called on Steph Curry.
Score, they're going to make shots. We know that. We got to do a better job of giving up the easy points.
What about on the offensive end?
James blows past Durant, lays it up. 17 points and 8 rebounds already for LeBron James. And a timeout call by Mike Brown.
Doesn't settle on the offensive end. Grown man move over McGee. And then you got to stop the basketball. Freight train coming. The ability to finish in transition. Stellar first half for him, 19 points, but he needs help. 17 points, but he needs help. And to me, it's Kyrie Irving in pick and roll action, getting him better shots.
And they call Iguodala. James silences the crowd momentarily As Golan stated, Love's going to try again, this time from the corner, this time successful. James on the two-point jumper. That's short, gets his own rebound and throws it back down. James finds Jefferson. Jefferson gets inside. James powers in. Easy layup for James. Irving, layup, banks it home on a beautiful pass from LeBron James, and they've cut a 21-point lead to 12. And a foul on Durant as James went to the basket.
He's becoming the third best small forward this league has ever seen. And that's a heck of an accomplishment because
James drives and finishes. Mark, one thing for sure, Kevin Love inside, draws the foul, puts it up and in, and Love with a chance at loss. James drives and finishes. Here comes James, and Draymond Green fouls him before the shot attempt, so they'll take it out of bounds. Now you hear the chants of defense. Their defense put on a clinic in game one as Kevin Love rattles it home. James barrels in, draws the foul, shot won't go.
But you see the mindset of LeBron James in transition. He understands the mistakes.
And James throws it right down in his face. A thunderous dunk from LeBron James. James inside, fouled, shot's good. The strength as McGee tried to stop him. And a chance for a three-point play.
And I think this on anybody else would be a flagrant foul. Coming down, wrapping him up. He's just so strong that he doesn't fall.
Fry, an excellent three-point shooter, drills that one. He was inside the arc. He is a special defender. Korver for three. Yeah, that's going to feel good for Korver and the Cavs.
I'd love to know where are they now with those guys.
They want to pass there. LeBron James, alley-oop to Love. Kyrie Irving goes backdoor. Drives hard, inside, banks it home. LeBron James, a power move. Curry gets away from Korver. Inside to Livingston, stripped by James. James drives, layup, rolls around and drops through. James splits the defense, gets inside and finishes. Timeout called by Steve Kerr. Cleveland with another answer, back within three.
Again, they gave up 40 in the first quarter, but they played better, relentlessly attacking the basket both in transition and in the half court. 7 for 11 from the floor. All 11 attempts right at the basket area. Average shot distance tonight, 2.9 feet. And oh yeah, 9 assists as well. He has been at his very best, and that's exactly what they're going to need.
James drives and hard off the glass. Again, just pulling his way to the basket.
But he knows Green has 3 fouls.
Aggressively in this first half. And I tell you what, if I'm Steve Kerr with Draymond Green with 3 fouls, I'm taking him out of the ball game right now. You don't want him to pick up your 4th foul, his 4th foul.
He does not defend cautiously very often, and I think that's exactly what Steve Kerr is going to do, Mark. As James Michael McAdoo will come in. Green with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but the 3 fouls will have him finish the final minute on the bench. Love backdoor, another great pass from James. He's 11 assists now for LeBron James.
Justin to give Klay Thompson as far as a shooter. I got a word for you. Shut up.
LeBron James comes right back and nails his first three-pointer assist. Gets inside and gets it to go.
How good is LeBron James? My fault. How great is he?
Rebound away from a triple-double. Irving inside, gets it to go. Kyrie Irving finds a way inside, and it's a 4-point game.
I cannot believe that pass. That pass had to be dropped in over the taller Klay Thompson. A great seal by Irving.
Ahead to Irving. Finds James. James off balance. Gets it to go. He's got 29. No lineup changes for Tyronn Lue. Some thought there might be, but he said no way. As Irving drives and gets the first bucket of the game.
Coach, you can tell on that first possession,
Little motion.
J.R. Smith knocks down the three. His first field goal since the opening points of the series in game one. Only his second field goal of the finals. James drives inside, off the glass. Durant quickly the other way. Steph Curry fakes the three, gets in the paint, the floater is short, gets his own rebound.
Against him.
LeBron James from downtown. Durant stripped and stolen by Kevin Love. Here goes James, one man to beat, goes right into Green and lays it in. Green already with one foul, didn't want to pick up two quick ones. He did that last game. Alley-oop to Durant and he puts it in.
And Mike, that last possession is what I'm talking about. Selective running, what Coach talked about. When you have the opportunity, sure, push the basketball. When you don't,
LeBron James drills the jumper. James 4 for 4 to start. He's got 9 points. Durant inside. Knocked away by Kevin Love. Magadoris. James drives inside and the foul. I guess he's okay.
It was a smart move. Kevin Durant doing a great job picking him up full court. You got to meet force with force. Puts the ball on the deck and attacks the interior of the Warriors defense.
James, pull-up jumper. That's good. They're going to review it. They counted it as a 2. He looking to post up, stolen by James. James drives hard and throws it down. Timeout, Steve Kerr. James with 15 points. A thunderous dunk to fire up the crowd.
Their best running opportunities.
Magadoris, well, they saw.
That should
ball
count.
went in.
Absolutely.
It went in on an attempted alley-oop. I don't think anybody tipped it. It just went in on the direct pass, which obviously still counts.
Celebrating, and he just walked away.
And 3 fouls now on Green. Korver gets inside and throws it down. Kyle Korver off the dribble. For Cleveland to come back to tie it. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the second. James has been hot early. That continues, another 3. LeBron James with 21 points in 12 minutes. Out to Iguodala.
The favorable matchup. West gives him some cushion, and LeBron James rises up and knocks it home.
James against Durant. Inside left-handed. Looked like he mishandled it, but still able to make the play. He's got 23 points. Only missed one shot as Steve Kerr calls timeout. James down the lane and lays it in. A little too far out to throw that one down. He's got 25 points in the first half.
And they're running baseline screens to occupy the defense.
Finds some space, fires away, and hits a 3. James out to Kevin Love, steps into a 3. That's good. And the Cavaliers have their first lead in any quarter besides the first. There's James, drives, stops, fouled, shots, good, and 1. Tied again.
We've seen a good mixture with LeBron James of being a playmaker, as a facilitator, and an aggressive scorer. This time forcing the issue in transition.
Kyrie Irving momentarily lost it. Smith picks it up, finds James. Kyle Korver, it's good. Oh, what a pass and another beauty, and James throws it down. 2 terrific passes, and Cleveland goes up by 3. Irving finds James. James open for 3. Got it. 35 for James. Korver lines it up. Then nails the three-pointer. Curry is on LeBron James. Drives past easily and backs it home. Durant. Again, Curry on the switch guarding LeBron James. 6 to shoot. James drives, and a blocking foul call on Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's a close call. I thought it was a very good job by Steph Curry staying in front of LeBron James.
block. Close, but a block.
You're right.
There's a foul call on Steph Curry on the entry pass. Gets away from Korver, fakes. Still dribbling. Shot clock at 7. Back up top, Durant. Durant on the drive, finds inside Iguodala. Layup won't go. Poked away. Picked up by Cleveland. Somebody got a piece of it. James to Irving.
You got to get the basketball and make a play.
James drives on Thompson, layup, missed it. Here comes Durant. James splits the defense, kicks it out. J.R. Smith for 3. Bang! Finds James. James blocked by Iguodala. Ball loose. Touched out of bounds by James, and it's Golden State ball with 10.4 remaining.
Actually, James got away with contact on the strip by Iguodala. Out.
Cleveland had a 7-point lead here in the 4th, but Golden State stays perfect. A crushing loss for the Cavs as the Warriors take a 3-0 lead in these finals. Last 3 minutes and 10 seconds, 11-0 run for Golden State. J.R. Smith, first shot of the night is a 3. LeBron James falling away. Thompson mistimed his jump, but still gets the rebound. Back to James. He's fouled and one.
And if you're the Cavs, this is a welcome sight. Tristan Thompson
off on his first shot. James grabs it. Kevin Love steps into a 3. Long rebound right back out to James. J.R. Smith tries again. It's good. The largest lead of the finals for Cleveland. Door Kevin Love with the finish.
What a pass by James. Dribbles that, Love.
Another turnover from Golden State. Kevin Love is open. Puts it in. Cleveland on fire to start here in the first quarter. James drives. Got hit as Iguodala and Green converge. Kyrie Irving. One dribble. Bank shot's good. Backs in and Iguodala picks up the foul.
How many times we talked about that?
Durant has it stripped. Here comes Jefferson. The Cavaliers have thrown a haymaker here in the first quarter. James inside on a gorgeous feed from Kevin Love. So no foul to give. James barrels in and is fouled. Irving finds James wide open for 3. That's good.
They've had a lot of success with that play with Kyrie Irving or LeBron James coming off to their right hand, getting to the cup. That time the right decision by Kyrie finding a wide open LeBron James.
Along the baseline, back up top, Smith from way outside. Bang! J.R. Smith from about 35 feet. James on the drive, gets to the rim. And James drops it in. Timeout Warriors. Love, pass deflected by Draymond Green. Only the 4th turnover for the Cavs. Kevin Love with a steal. James drives inside, shot blocked, still goes in, and a foul. Two of the best defenders in the game on James, and he has a chance for a 3-point play.
Off the steal, here comes the train. Thompson, Green, does not matter. Grown man move by LeBron.
Never got a hand on it, was not blocked. And they'll take their 24th and 25th free throw of the opening half. One dribble, sets it up, hits another. 12 three-pointers in the first half for the Cavaliers. 12 of 20. At this end of the floor. Kevin Love drills a three-pointer. 13 threes in the first half. James drives and finishes.
Excellent screen by Kyrie Irving.
James drives, scoop layup, pass to himself, and he throws it down. James and Durant joying at each other at half court.
You know, if they keep doing this, they're going to give Dante Jones another technical.
Now the officials, you know, we applauded them earlier for not giving double technicals when two guys are going, but this has continued.
J.R. Smith wide open. Golden State has a foul to give here. James steps back for three and hits! Durant from three-quarters court. An eventful third quarter comes to an end. 19-point lead for the Cavaliers. Jefferson gets free and a bullet pass from James for his 10th assist. And the lead back up to 18.
Good job by Richard Jefferson, reading that they were defending Kyle Korver coming off that screen. Slipped the pick.
James pulls back. That's a two-pointer. LeBron James drills it. He's got 31. Out to James, up top Smith. Three-pointer. Bang!
They have put on a clinic making the extra pass. Turning down shots, putting guys in position to be successful.
Curry misses. McCall occurred to use an old Greg Popovich phrase, says he hopes his team has the appropriate fear. Fear has a lot to do with trying to defend LeBron James, who gets his first bucket. Yes, continuation. Count it, and one for LeBron James.
Here's the drive. I love the attack. Yep.
The foul is on Durant, his first. Kyrie Irving strips Steph Curry. Irving drives. The layup bounces around and drops through. James on a bad pass to steal. Goes up and under and banks it home. And the Cavs defense turning the offense. And a quick timeout from Steve Kerr. A 4-point lead for the Cavaliers.
How do you get back in the ball game? You get it done defensively. Kyrie Irving one-on-one against Steph Curry.
8 to shoot. Back up top to James. Thought about a three. Now fires away. And hits a three-pointer. James already with 10 points in the first 5 minutes. Again, LeBron James red hot to start. He's 5 of 6 from the field. 12 of their 20 points.
Defensively comes up with the steal and the finish. And then he's got it going. All of a sudden, the basket is huge. Knockdown jumper from three-point land.
Defense by Richard Jefferson.
And a reach-in foul. Well, there's no question this game is being called tightly early. In Game 4, we had 7 technicals of flagrant. In the first quarter alone, there were 18 fouls and 33 free throw attempts. That's in the first quarter alone.
Is effective.
His energy, his hustle.
Here comes Darren Williams pushing it up the floor, finds James. James goes by and throws it down. Durant kind of backed off a little bit with the 2 fouls. And a quick timeout called. There looked to be some contact. James certainly heated after he thought there should have been a whistle.
Gets hit in the head, and that's potentially a huge non-call. The third foul on Durant should have been called. Would have put him most likely to the bench for the rest of the half. Up 8. And I also want to say Darren Williams
LeBron James able to save that. James sets for a three-pointer, drills the three. His second three-pointer. He's got 19 now. Williams, give and go. Nice play, and James finishes.
Darren Williams has played very well.
8 three-pointers here in this game, 5 thus far. 7 to shoot. James one-on-one with Durant. Falling away, shot rolls around and drops in.
That's a tough shot. If you're Kevin Durant.
Contested three, it's good. J.R. Smith hitting enormous three-pointers, and it's back to 10. Kicks it out right corner. Kevin Love, three-pointer won't go. Rebound James, back up, banks it home.
That's the energy that LeBron James has to bring for them to have a chance to win this road game.
25 points for LeBron James to lead his... James finds Irving, left-handed once again off the glass. Curry just 1 of 5 from 3. Irving attacks, Irving pulls up, Irving scores. Averaging a triple-double here in these finals. Fouled by Curry, shot's good, and 1. LeBron James with a chance for a three-point play and to cut it to 5. James hesitates, throws it up. Thompson throws it down. Tristan Thompson with 15 points. He hasn't missed a shot.
Did you just see the pass by LeBron James?
Off the dribble, left hand.
4-point game. Just under 3.5 to play in the third. James cross-court Smith, three-pointer. It's good! J.R. Smith once again. He's 5 for 5 from downtown. James fakes, drives on Durant, gets to the rim, left-handed reverse off the glass. 29 points, and it's a 3-point game. Out to Korver. Korver for 3 is good. James fakes the 3, drives into Iguodala, powers in and finishes. 31 for LeBron James, and it's back to 8. Nice feed on a backdoor play, and LeBron James slams it through. Spins and gets to the rim without any problem. Drive, spins again, quickly and easily, LeBron James. James spins, James scores. 39 for James with 2.5 to play. James muscles in and throws it down, rushing up the floor. Three-pointer is good with 14.2 remaining.